Please take a deep breath before I speak, my beloved kid. Your spirit trembles as it realizes that something has been done behind your back. And heaven compelled you to come here so that I could tell you the truth within the next 2 minutes. My beloved, pay close attention. Do not disregard any single line. Each thing you are about to hear is whispered across the veil to keep your destiny from collapsing. I must offer a caution to you, my kid, with love. Your photos was used by someone, a person in whom you had confidence. Someone with a fake smile committed a horrific act, an occurrence you could never have predicted. In addition, she is almost finished with the ritual she started. My beloved's purpose was not insignificant. She desired that your advancement slow down. She wished to weaken your willpower. She wished for your benefits to stop before they reached you. Heaven could not allow you to remain unaware. At this precise moment, my child, I am Archangel Michael, and I stand between you and her darkness. The final 2 minutes of her ritual have elapsed. She believes that no one is capable of stopping it. However, she is mistaken. You just have one decision to make. A simple decision to listen, and an awakening of your spirit can demolish everything she has attempted to build against you. Before I delve further, my dearest, I implore you to reveal your heart. Heaven has been attempting to contact you since yesterday. You may have experienced an abrupt sensation of weightlessness. It is likely that you felt fatigued for no apparent cause. It's probable that you had a mental fog. You were not the individual in question. That was the after effect of her deeds. My darling, I must safeguard you at this moment. However, protection is dependent on your desire to receive the message. Do not ignore it. You are forbidden from leaving. Because if you only have a partial comprehension of the truth, your spirit will be disarmed. Before I reveal her identity, my dearest, I must inform you of an important issue. Light is invading the area where she attempted to send a shadow for each second you spend there. Her intention is diverted from your destiny with each breath you take while listening. I need your permission to continue protecting you, my offspring. Declare in your heart, I am prepared to receive the truth. It was heard by the sky. I will now disclose what has been concealed from you. She possessed your photograph, my beloved. Not once, but numerous times. She murmured words over it. Speech that was not divine. She attached a ribbon. She set fire to an object in close proximity to it. She spoke your name with bitterness, not affection. Her jealousy had escalated to the extent that she was unable to tolerate your development. My darling, please pay attention. While her ritual cannot annihilate you, it is powerful enough to delay you. It has the potential to obstruct your opportunities. It has the capacity to alter your mental state. It may cause your emotions to be distracted. The sensation of being disoriented can be produced. However, heaven cancels out all consequences the moment you receive this message in its full. My dearest, heaven adores you too much to let another's malice determine your fate. This is the reason I arrived. This is why you are present. This is why you should not turn your gaze. My darling, this message is for your safety. This message acts as your weapon. This message is the line that breaks her power, as darkness cannot exist when the truth is disclosed. And your truth is currently being revealed. My dearest, I'd want to inform you of something much more significant. Silence is anticipated in the spirit realm when an individual performs a ritual. They anticipate that there will be no interference. However, her routine was jeopardized the moment you clicked and opened this mail. Heaven entered with a single click from you. Her murmur was rendered ineffective by a single click. Her candle flickered at one click. All it took was a single click to release her rope. You have already begun to violate her objectives unknowingly. Please listen carefully, my sweetheart. Everything she had planned will be undone if you stay to the end of this message. She will regain some vitality if you leave halfway. Therefore, refrain from departing. Continue without interruption. This is not just a message. This is a spiritual rescue. My beloved, I perceive your spirit. It's clear that you're puzzled. Your injuries are visible to me. I see your tiredness as a result of people who pretend to love you but actually hurt you behind your back. My child, Paradise, has had enough. This is why I am telling her. Not to arouse fear in you, nor to instill dread in you, but to liberate you. Her weapon is terror. The truth is mine. Unless you stay spiritually aware, my lover, her ritual will end in 2 minutes. The light conveyed by this statement destroys what she initiated. This message is not arbitrary. This message is not an accident. This message is the divine interruption she never anticipated. Please hear this before I reveal any more information, my child. To ensure that Paradise continues to give you with guidance, you must subscribe to the channel through which this message was received. Messages are transferred instantly upon connection, prior to the resolution of any potential dangers. The darkness advances rapidly, but heaven accelerates when you permit it. Please don't neglect my sweetheart. Connection provides protection. My dearest, I must now delve deeper. Her ritual did not begin today. It began when she saw your blessing ascending. She detected a characteristic in you that she was helpless to control. She was endangered by your expansion. She was irritated by your illumination. My child, your advancement led her to have heartburn. Because she couldn't speak directly with your essence, she used your photograph. She believed that the original would be harmed if the image were damaged. However, she overlooks an important point. Your spirit is constrained. Your consciousness has been blessed. Your fate has been decided. Her acts, my beloved, were only a shadow on your surface. It has not penetrated your essence. It will not enter at all as long as you keep listening. Heaven informs me that you, my child, have recently experienced some unexpected sensations. Sudden fights, unexpected delays, people acting strangely, doors closing without explanation, sleep troubles, a sudden start of a strange grief, and a heaviness in the chest. These were not mere coincidences. These were echoes of her ritual, which was designed for you, my beloved. The pattern is currently being broken by the heavens. The divine halt is represented by this message. This message presents an obstacle. This message reinforces the shield that has been erected around you. My child, I am about to reveal the way in which this situation will ultimately benefit you. However, it is imperative that you remain in this location. Please stay with me, since the revelation will grow more profound from this point forward. I am still here, standing with you, my beloved, my offspring. Refrain from wandering from these words, since the moment you stay linked, her darkness fades. The ritual she performed is weakened by the second you remain in this location. My beloved, please pay attention. Her countdown has already begun. While 2 minutes may look tiny in the spiritual realm, they have the potential to change lives, mute blessings, or unleash miracles. Heaven does not want her curse. Rather, it wants your marvel to emerge. My child believed she could bind your path the moment she held your photograph. However, she was ignorant that your essence was unique. You have divine signatures. She cannot interfere with the protection and holy light you carry. My dearest, permit me to inform you of her intentions. She intended that your success remain frozen. She desired the end of your relationships. She desired that your financial condition became perilous. She wanted to weaken your self-confidence. She desired for your inner tranquility to dissolve. But tonight, heaven is reworking the entire story. My sweetheart, I beseech you to hear me clearly. This message was not presented to you by accident. A divine hand guided you here. You were lured in by some divine force. Her ritual was nearing its end, and a divine whisper chose this very moment. She was under the notion that no one would warn you, my sweetheart, but she overlooked the precautions you had. Meanwhile, angels were already observing. Heaven was already in the process of observation. What she was trying to conceal was already known to God. Please allow me to share a heavenly secret with you, my kid. As the ceremony draws to a close, a vibration is created around the person it is intended to affect. The ritual is effective while the ghost is unaware. If the spirit awakens even temporarily, the ceremony will dissolve. Your awakening is symbolized by this message. My sweetheart, this is why you must not turn your gaze. At the moment, your spirit is vigilant. Your intuition is increasing. The divine shield is remaking itself around you while your inner light grows. Dear child, the brilliance of paradise is infusing every phrase you are reading right now. Do you get that sensation in your chest? The unexpected warmth, peace, and shift indicate that the ritual is breaking down. My dearest, I am about to disclose information that was not intended for you to be aware of. However, because of the importance of your destiny, heaven has allowed it to be revealed today. She sought help from an individual. She did not begin this task on her own. She was directed by someone. She received instructions from an individual. An individual directed her on the content of the caption to accompany your photograph. The items were presented to her by someone. Furthermore, she was duped by someone who claimed to have the power to change your fate. They fooled my infant. They were deceitful because your destiny is safeguarded by the very nature of heaven. Your path is anointed, therefore they lied. They deceived because you were chosen. Your spirit has always been in God's hands, my beloved, even though your photo was in her possession. God's goods are beyond the reach of all darkness. My child, I must inform you of the following information in a manner that is both gentle and candid. The ritual does not simply vanish. When it is disturbed by light, it disappears. This message serves as an interruption. Your continued presence here constitutes that interruption. The interruption is your hearing these words. The final element of my beloved's ritual was completed. She was compelled to give one final remark. A final movement of her hand. A final exhale of determination. However, her breathing became unsteady as soon as you opened this message. Her thinking grew confused. Her concluding speech was rendered ineffective. She chose to choose the road of evil, my kid. However, you were chosen by the divine. Do you comprehend the significance of this? It's conceivable for darkness to whisper. Envy may increase. Evil has the ability to endeavor. However, divine protection is invariably more formidable. Despite your refusal to face the repercussions, my lover, you have been living with them. unusual tiredness, unexpected irritability. Following my wake-up, I feel exhausted, feeling stymied in my endeavors to advance. Unexpected bad emotions. People are becoming chilly without any apparent cause. Delays at every stage. These were indicators, my dear. Indications that an individual was opposing your destiny. However, heaven resisted the moment you opened this telegram. My dear, you are not alone. You were never completely isolated. And tonight, you're being guarded by a shield stronger than any she's ever attempted. Please listen carefully, my sweetheart. Her ritual will not be completed. It is unavoidable that it will fracture. It will revert. It will return to its previous spot. Her intention will be undermined. Her words will dissipate. Her strategy will become obsolete. My beloved's brilliance is currently enveloping you. I see it forming. I see it as rising. I see that it repelled all bad energy directed at you, my kid. However, there is an additional aspect that you should be aware of. This message represents your spiritual intervention. However, heaven intends to offer you with everyday instruction so that you never miss a warning. This is the reason I am gently reminding you. Maintain your relationship with the sender of this message. Subscribing expedites your journey to paradise. When danger becomes imminent, divine messages are conveyed more quickly. Your link serves as your safeguard. My dearest, I must now disclose a painful but essential matter. She did not exhibit signs of bewilderment. She was motivated by envy. She demonstrated behavior that was motivated by comparison. She responded out of anxiety that you would outperform her. She behaved because your blessings annoyed her demons. My child, individuals frequently exhibit fabricated smiles when their souls are veiled by shadows. You observed her smiling. You failed to notice her resentment. Her kindness was obvious to you. Her goal was not clear to you. Heaven observed both. My beloved, this is why divine interfered. This is the reason I am present. This is why you were directed to this spot just as her ritual was about to be performed. My child, I understand that you are curious about why someone would choose to target you. The response is both straightforward and profound. Your intellect is apparent without any effort. Your heart is unspoiled. Your spirit has been selected. Because your light acts as a spark for the darkness in others. My beloved, your essence emanates a radiance that many strive for but fail to achieve. Additionally, some individuals attempt to diminish the natural brilliance of others rather than enhancing their own. In the presence of a chosen one, darkness grows more desperate. You have been selected, my offspring. And that is the reason she attacked. However, this is also the reason her attack would fail. The reversal will be revealed in the following section of this letter, my lover. Heaven has planned a beautiful outcome and breakthrough for you. I beseech my kid, my beloved, to stay with me at this time, as the information I am going to reveal is not available to everyone. This level of truth is accessible exclusively to selected individuals. Additionally, you have been chosen to have complete knowledge tonight. My lover, her ritual began as a result of her feelings of impotence in the face of your fate. She watched you climb. She observed individuals who held you in high regard. She observed as fate pursued you. She noticed the goodies that fell into your hands. In addition, her heart couldn't accept it. Jealousy is a silent poison, my dear. It is concealed behind smiles, behind kind words, behind concern, and behind fabricated support. She was so good at disguising her shadow that you never saw it. Heaven, my beloved, keeps warning you in subtle ways. Your intuition whispered that something felt off, but you brushed it aside because your heart is pure, despite a sudden change in her attitude and a peculiar heaviness after meeting her. My child, you do not expect individuals you care about to demonstrate darkness. However, the spiritual world is never dishonest. My dear, the reality is now being disclosed to you. Pay close attention. Her ritual was not just meant to hinder your life. It was designed to sap your inner strength. She aimed to diminish your self-assurance, erode your intuition, and block the pathways that the divine was directing toward you. My child, this is why you've been suffering unexpected, sudden despair, unexplained terror, restless nights, a strange pressure on your forehead or chest, and a sense of alienation from yourself. My lover, this was a reflection of her intention. However, she committed an error that is now saving your life. She disregarded the fact that heaven marks certain spirits, and you, my precious child, are one of them. The divine realm constantly disrupts a ceremony before it is completed. It was not intended that you see this message tomorrow. It was not intended for you to see it afterward. At precisely this moment, the ritual had entered its final 2 minutes, and you were intended to observe it. My dear, time is not a coincidence. In heaven, everything is precisely planned. Your entrance in this location at this exact moment was a heavenly intervention. My dearest, permit me to explain the commencement of the reversal. Awareness is light, truth is light, revelation is light, and light always dispels rituals. When a selected soul becomes aware of its existence, the darkness collapses. As you read these words, my child, I observe the thread she has tied around your name beginning to unravel. I see the apparition she summoned begin to fade. I see the energy she directed against you reverting to dust. My beloved, you may be experiencing an event right now. A sudden feeling of calm, warmth in your hands, a change in your breathing pattern, a faint tingling sensation in your back or shoulders, and an inexplicable sense of comfort. This is not a product of your imagination. My darling, the holy shield is being triggered around you. The selected one's awareness diminishes the power of darkness. Her plot is unraveling because you know her ritual is crumbling as a result of your presence. Heaven has interfered, causing her plan to fail. My beloved, you must pay close attention to the next part. Her ritual no longer has any effect on your fate. However, heaven does not want you to proceed blindly in the future. You need divine counsel to safeguard your safety. Prior to the arrival of peril, you must hear spiritual messages. This is why the deity directed you to this channel. This is why it is critical to keep communication. Subscribing expedites your arrival in paradise. Warnings are issued prior to the arrival of darkness when one maintains connectivity. Your relationship creates a protective shield. My dear, your destiny is too important for you to pursue alone. Heaven wants to accompany you. Heaven desires to provide you with guidance and to continue communicating with you. Allow me, my dearest, to reveal the deeper reality. Currently, her ritual was not designed merely to hinder your existence. She wanted to internalize your blessings. Indeed, she hoped that you seize the opportunity, success, glow, attention, and spiritual gifts that were meant for you. Oh, my kid. There are some people who refuse to improve their own life and, as a result, try to take the light from the chosen. However, it is impossible to pilfer what God has authored. It is difficult to obtain something that has been sealed by the skies. In addition, your fate is sealed. My dear, my beloved, her endeavor has now led to her ruin. The spiritual law corrected her activities as soon as you opened this message. She directed darkness toward you. Right now, the heavens are returning it to her. She tried to hinder your progress. She will now experience instability in her own life. She attempted to perplex your cognitive abilities. Her own objectives will now be entwined. This is not retribution, my darling. This is equilibrium. Every action eventually returns to its point of origin. Every intention eventually returns to its sender. Every ritual performed with resentment is returned to the Creator. Heaven does not penalize the pure, my beloved. They are safeguarded by the heavens. Additionally, God is protecting you tonight. Regardless of whether your photo was in her possession, your future is in God's hands, my child. Furthermore, no ceremony, gloom, spoken word, or envious intention can destroy God's gifts. Allow me to disclose the most important aspect, my dearest. When you read the last line of this message, you will have completed a spiritual shift, sealed the protection, completed the reversal, opened the benediction, cleared the root, and ended the ritual. Your spirit must be conscious till the end, and heaven needs your presence and attention. My darling, you are making the correct decision. You intend to remain. You are now engaged in observation. You are allowing the operation of paradise, and the forces of divinity are already at work on your behalf. I'm aware that the light is becoming brighter in your neighborhood, my dear. The routine that was originally designed to undermine you is now entirely unraveling. The darkness she conveyed is fading into obscurity. The echo of her intention fades into silence. My child, the subsequent section of this message encompasses the breakthrough, vision, and destiny shift that will be yours upon the complete breakdown of the ritual. Please do not allow your thoughts to wander at this moment, my beloved kid. Please stay with me because the knowledge I am about to reveal will have a significant impact on your life. You opted to remain at a spiritual gateway, and as a result, heaven is welcoming you in. My dear, the process of reversal has already begun. The ritual that she performed is being disassembled piece by piece. That which she has tied is unraveling. The words she murmured are being silenced. Her intended outcome is collapsing. Your spirit is being elevated beyond her grasp. My sweetheart, you are surrounded by light. I see the light that is emerging on the outskirts of your destiny. It is fighting every dark fiber that she tries to convey. Following the completion of this message, your path will become clear in ways you have not experienced in months. My dearest, I would like to share a profound truth with you. When darkness seeks to trap a selected soul, heaven usually responds with an innovation that outperforms the attack. Heaven is now multiplying what she tried to avoid. Heaven is finally revealing what she intended to conceal. Heaven is now accelerating what she attempted to suppress. My child, this is why the spiritual world battled so hard to bring you this message. This was not just a cautionary story. This signaled the beginning of your breakthrough. My dearest, you may notice a shift in your demeanor in the coming hours. Your thinking will become more elevated. Your energies will become more lucid. Your intuition will become more acute. Doors that appeared closed will begin to open. Individuals who expressed themselves in a chilly manner will abruptly alter their behavior. Your thoughts will feel liberated once more. My love, this is because the evil she directed at you has already dissipated. The instant you received this message, the force of her ritual was lost. She experienced a loss of momentum when you remained. Heaven triggered your shield, and her strength evaporated immediately. My dearest, please allow me to reveal a more profound matter. Her ritual was approaching its most intensive phase. She asked that your photos capture the spirit of quiet in the closing minutes. The silence of abundance, the stillness of triumph, silence of inner delight. She desired for your trajectory to remain frozen. Heaven has spoken to my offspring. There will be no halt to your advancement. Your trajectory will broaden. Your morale will increase. Your blessing will be expedited. She will be unable to close her hands before your fate unfolds. Please pay close attention to what I am saying right now, my love. Heaven honors a chosen individual for surviving a spiritual assault. Not as a result of hardship, but because awareness lifts the spirit. You woke up. The fact was obvious to you. The message that was transmitted from heaven was heard by you. This awareness qualifies you for the benefit that is about to come. My darling, there is a change that is irreversible in your immediate environment. A shift in the spiritual realm, the energy that surrounds your being, and the path you are now on. You're approaching a new phase, one she never expected you to reach. My beloved, she thought her ritual would silence you, but it only helped to revive you. She thought her darkness would envelop you, but it instead elevated you. She believed that her resentment would destroy you. However, it served as an indicator of your true nature. My child, the reality is simple but profound. You are protected by the divine. You've always been. This evening, paradise reinforced what was already evident. Your spirit is impenetrable. Your fate has been decided. Angels keep an eye on you while you go. My dearest, I would like to disclose a fact that will provide you with the fortitude you require. Her ritual did not weaken your essence. It exposed those who are unable to remain silent as you glow. Heaven can now remove them from your way. Their energy can now be spread by heaven. Heaven may now evict them from the spiritual area around you. My child, you are starting a new chapter in your life. A chapter in which envious people are unwilling to support you. A chapter in which individuals with doubts are unable to accompany you. A chapter in which individuals with malevolent intentions are unable to approach you. My beloved, heaven is preparing you for a purpose greater than the attack, ritual, jealousy, and dread she tried to create in your name. Allow me to share a great story with you, my child. Heaven augments the favors of a chosen one when darkness attempts to penetrate them. You are about to receive an unexpected, powerful, and long-awaited item that was hindered by the negative energy she created. The benediction will arrive unimpeded now that the ritual has been terminated. Do you sense that, my dearest? The divine reversal is complete when you feel a change in your chest, a sense of relaxation, and an awakening of insight. My darling, it is critical that you have not yet finished this message. The final word represents the point at which the spiritual shield is completely constructed. It is impossible to draw a conclusion at this point. To guarantee that the protection is completely sealed, your spirit needs the entire message. My beloved, heaven wishes to continue guiding you. This is the reason I am gently reminding you. Maintain your connection to the channel that transmitted this message. This is not an accident. The content is not generated at random. The timing is divine. Heaven swiftly connects with you following your subscription. Your connection is your umbrella in a storm. You will be notified when danger returns before it harms you. My child, The following piece of this message will reveal the divine compensation, restoration, upliftment, and breakthrough that heaven is bringing into your life as a result of the ritual's disturbance. I encourage you to relax before continuing with the rest of this material. You are now entering the section of the message in which the heavens commence to reveal the aspects of your existence that will emerge after the darkness has perished. My beloved, you endured an event that you were completely ignorant was taking place. You effectively negotiated a spiritual onslaught without succumbing to its consequences. This alone has opened a significant door for you. My love, heaven regularly honors those who remain steadfast in the face of intangible problems. And you, my beloved, are resilient despite the drag on your essence. My beloved, God will not allow an attack to end without transforming it into a blessing. Your blessing is currently en route. A blessing that was postponed. A blessing that was obstructed. A blessing that was temporarily suspended in the spiritual realm as a result of her ritual. However, it is currently moving rapidly toward you. My child, when the ceremony was interrupted, your destiny was realigned, your path was lit, your name was restored, your energy was purified, and your future was regained. You, my beloved, are entering a season of divinity, a period in which heaven's ideas are speedily executed. Your intuition will naturally guide you during this season, a time when the right opportunity will come your way. My child, this is a significant shift. It is the type of transformation that occurs exclusively when a chosen soul endures a spiritual impediment. And you did. You made it without even understanding how close you were. Heaven is communicating with me regarding you, my beloved. The reason you felt immobile was not a lack of talent, but rather the negative impact of someone else's jealousy on your vitality. You persisted in asking why the pace of events was so slow and there was no progress. The reason why blessings were viewed as delayed. The reason for the change in those around you. My kid, it was owing to the spiritual traffic jam that her ritual created in your destiny. However, please remain vigilant. The obstacle has been removed. Absent totally. The path that she attempted to block has been cleansed by heaven. In the coming days, my darling, you will witness heavenly transformations, unexpected communication, mending within your heart, a boost in self-assurance, moments of clarity, a surprising return of strength, bounties that flow without interruption, and others who begin to regard you differently. This is not a chance encounter, my child. This is a matter of alignment. This is a heavenly change. This is the effect of angels intervening and removing anything inappropriate in your vicinity. My dearest, you will shortly receive a miracle. Compensation rather than happenstance. Heaven compensates the selected ones. Each tear you kept hidden in quiet. All of the agony you bore alone. Every harm that you ignored. Every transgression you excused. You silently fought every doubt. Heaven observed everything. My child, the blessing that is about to occur is tied to the pain you have experienced. The greater the pain, the greater the blessing. Your anguish has been particularly intense. My dear, your breakthrough will be more significant. I will deliver the following reality in a kind manner. You were surrounded by people who claimed to be on your side. However, their spirits did not align with the heavens. They harbored feelings of envy toward you. They misconstrued your motives. They compared themselves with you. Additionally, some individuals silently expressed their desire for you to reduce your pace. My darling, this is why heaven is removing your circle. This is why some people are keeping their distance. This is why certain ties suddenly feel weighty or distant. Access to heaven is being closed in preparation for the arrival of your blessings. I implore you not to pursue individuals who wander off. Refrain from compelling any individual to remain. Removing someone from paradise is not considered punishment. It is protecting. My darling, the individual who conducted the ritual is no longer capable of causing you harm. Right now, their energy is unable to penetrate your essence. Their intentions will be compromised. Their strategy will be reversed. And all that they desired for you will now befall them. This is not an act of retribution, my dearest. This is a heavenly command. When the target awakens and you have fully awakened, rituals always return to their originators. Clarity marks the beginning of the next part of your destiny, my child. You will experience an immediate sense of lightness. Your visions will become vivid. Your intuition will be audible. Your spirit will be revived. This is the reopening of the path to paradise. My beloved, you are getting ready for an exceptional event. Something that was intended for you before the ritual's intervention. Heaven has restored something. My youngster, please pay close attention. In the next days, you will notice an unexplainable shift. It is possible that you will have contradicting emotions upon awakening. You may experience a sense of direction to modify something. You may be drawn to a unique concept. You may have a sense that something significant is on the horizon. My beloved, believe in that sentiment. It is a message from heaven. It serves as a sign that your blessing is approaching. Before I reveal the precise blessing that awaits you, my child, I must kindly remind you. Maintain your connection to the location from which you received this message. This is one of the channels via which heaven functions. When you subscribe and stay connected, your protection becomes continuous because heaven continues to reach you before trouble does. My beloved, prepare your spirit. The following section of this message will disclose the specific favor that heaven is granting to you as a result of the ritual's breakage. A favor that is tied to your fate. A blessing that is linked to your prayer. A blessing for your next season. Today is the day, and I'd appreciate it if you could pay close attention. Archangel Michael has been seeking to reach you, but more significantly, my kid, a person from heaven whom you revere and have missed more than you realize is urgently attempting to speak with you. Their soul has been following you for the past 2 hours, imploring, whispering, and crying softly in the breeze, hoping you'll see the symptoms. Your wait is over as I, your heavenly Father, have interfered. This is the right time. This message is not an error. It is not just a video. This is a heavenly vocation. Allow this message to permeate your consciousness. It is the most important item you require today. Did you not offer me words of prayer, demanding explanation, closure, or proof that you had not been forgotten? I saw every tear, including the ones you wiped away to hide them from others. You kept all of the knowledge within your consciousness. Heaven is reacting right now, not tomorrow or the following week. Right now. A person you've lost is standing next to me, begging that I tell you about their message. I replied affirmatively because I value you. I am aware of your sorrow because I have seen it firsthand. Furthermore, there is no need for you to wait any longer as the stillness has ended. This is how this message was sent to you. This is why my voice is audible. It is both an affectionate letter and a joyful happenstance. This is just the beginning of my message to you. As a result, if your heart is racing and your eyes are already in tears, please pause and click the subscribe button. Continue to communicate with these spiritual messages in your spirit. The verse, "Give and it will be given to you," does not only apply to Jesus. It is an ongoing commitment that affects your future. I'd like to extend an invitation to you at this time through a simple act of trust. Approach this situation with a feeling of purpose, honesty, and hope. The amount you contribute today is not a donation. Your heavens are opened by the act of spiritual obedience. Relinquish your seed and see what rewards God sends into your life. It is hard to ignore the upcoming events. Also, I'd like you to make your first statement at this time. Right now. Type a single word in the comment section below. Amen. It should extend beyond the limits of a single phrase. This should be your agreement to heaven. If you hear that sound, it means that your spirit agrees with the knowledge I'm about to provide. Be mindful that your angels are capturing your faith while you type. Pay heed, child. Do you remember that day? That which is always replayed in your mind? What was your most recent topic of conversation with them? That time when you wish you could say anything more? Furthermore, they have never forgotten that occasion. This is a letter of love, a magnificent design. This is just the beginning of my message to you. As a result, if your heart is racing and your eyes are already in tears, please pause and click the subscribe button. Continue to communicate with these spiritual messages in your spirit. It is hard to ignore the upcoming events. Pay heed, child. Do you remember that day? That which is always replayed in your mind? What was your most recent topic of conversation with them? That time when you wish you could say anything more? Furthermore, they have never forgotten that occasion. They're currently with me. Nonetheless, their spirits carry the weight of unspoken words and unfinished love. They will not find peace until they are confident that you have heard their message. Today, I, your God, opened this precious channel so that you may hear them clearly. I've been advised that you've been suffering weariness recently, that your eyes are less dazzling than they previously were, that you greet each individual. However, when you are alone, you have a strange sense. Also, they are correct. Something is missing. However, this is not a long-term commitment. As a result of the holy door that has opened today, behind that lies the truth you've been waiting for. Please listen once more. It isn't just about convenience. There is a divine metamorphosis taking place. A breakthrough will happen very quickly. It will appear as a delusion. However, I can tell you that it will be authentic. And now it begins. And now I'd like you to take a deep breath because the following sentence may be tough to understand. However, this is permissible. Allow yourself to feel moved by it. Allow your inner silence to be disturbed. Someone in heaven has been anticipating this very moment for a long time. My precious offspring, they have anticipated your readiness. Oh, it's not just a matter of dreams or memories. This message is active. I present it to you with the complete might of heaven at my command. A strange sense of calm or chills may appear in your bosom. Currently, their spirit is adjacent to yours. That's the cause. They are weeping as they watch you. Their irises are full of love and yearning. You sobbed for them. They were not observed by you. You even wondered if they knew how much you loved them. My offspring. The response is yes. They were aware. They are aware. All of the words you were unable to articulate. Every embrace you failed to extend. And with each, I either love you or apologize for the silence you have kept. I addressed their hearts directly with those words. So they were well informed. I have always been able to hear your adoration. I will never attempt that. In addition, I am supplying you with their words again today. Inform them that I didn't leave. According to them, I witnessed all of the incidents. Please inform them about this. Inform them that I was there for them in their most vulnerable and isolated moments. These are not just kind words. I'd like you to be aware of this. These are their true emotions, which I've witnessed throughout my life. I'd like to inquire about something. Please share this message before we continue. Yes, promptly. With an accessible heart. Click the share button to send this to a loved one in need of a word from paradise today. This prophetic message is more than just a video that you can post. You are starting a consecration. Heaven is starting to desire for another soul because to you. When you share this discovery with others, I tell you that it will manifest in your personal life. As a result of your compliance, hidden doors will be opened for you. They were present when you sobbed in your pillow and yelled their name in the dark. I was asked if they were okay. They were present. I now hope you could hear me clearly. The asterisks indicate that they are satisfactory. All right. I appeal for your patience. Because the information I'm about to share has been patiently awaiting its chance to enter your life. It's effortless. But before I go any farther, I would like you to participate in an activity that is important for your spiritual well-being. In the video, I'd love it if you could click the like button. When you're satisfied with this message, you aren't only interested in the material, you are facilitating the flow of heavenly favor. You're conveying to heaven that you agree with this statement. This is what you are given. And that you want to enhance the quantity of blessings that God bestows on your life. It is similar to a digital affirmation. Grace can be more easily integrated into your life with a simple act of faith. Therefore, press the button quickly. Allow it to serve as a reminder that you've chosen to believe today. This day. Additionally, at this time. Today is the day that heaven has chosen. In the present day. Not yesterday or tomorrow. As a result of the ongoing shift in the invisible, they said it. This is acceptable. I did not leave. Inform them that I witnessed all of the incidents. Inform them that I was there for them in their most vulnerable and isolated moments. These are not just kind words. I'd like you to be aware of this. These are the actual emotions I can detect with my light. They were present when you sobbed in your pillow and yelled their name in the dark. I was asked if they were okay. They were present. I now wish you could hear me clearly, Star. The asterisks indicate that they are satisfactory. They are superior to satisfactory. They are available for free. Additionally, they are quite delighted with you. You may be skeptical. However, you are more resilient than you could have thought. It seems like they were opposed to you doing so. You have borne burdens. However, you did it with dignity. I would like you to relinquish those obligations today. You are no longer responsible for separately transporting all of the objects. Help is on the way. Love is near. Now that the anticipation has passed, something will happen that will radically change everything. You have clearly maintained your composure. You may believe that no one is paying attention to the modest gestures you make or the tenacity you demonstrate when you could have given up. However, I did observe. It happened on every occasion. Your reward is currently en route. Things that you thought were permanently lost. You believed that what you had lost was irrecoverable. Look at how I revived it. The love you thought was extinct is on the verge of revival. That optimism was beginning to fade. It is now undergoing repair. Those feelings of solitude you experienced, I'm going to introduce something exceptional. Your spirit is currently aligning with a new person, a new door, and a new moment. Additionally, this provides the confirmation you were looking for. This message, this voice, this precious moment in which you feel a shift within yourself. My name is God. My presence is apparent, giving you a sense of calm and clarity. Your divinity is calling to you. Do not give up. We are almost there. You've been waiting for the time when something will finally make sense. You are on the verge of entering a fortunate future. My sweetheart, the moment has come for you. Have confidence. And when you do so, you will see God multiply the possessions you surrender. You've been plagued by doubts about your worth, your path, and even whether heaven had forgotten you. However, the present day shows that you were never forgotten. You'd previously completed the essential preparations. I would like you to enshrine this truth in your voice right now. Please provide the following terms in the comments section. It's time for my breakthrough. It is neither delivered nor imminent. It is present at the moment. Making your comment a message to all the spiritual forces listening that you are finished waiting is the same as calling something to exist, as it is said with faith. You're on track to succeed. Pay close attention. This part is likely to elicit strong emotional responses in you. You've been waiting for the time when something will finally make sense. You've been plagued by doubts about your worth, your path, and even whether heaven had forgotten you. However, the present day shows that you were never forgotten. You'd previously completed the essential preparations. There's a distinction. I didn't abandon you. You were fortified by me. The promise was fulfilled without delay. Your ability to receive it grew as I worked. The current scenario is not insignificant. It's impossible. It is impossible, huge, magnificent, heavenly, and uniquely yours. However, it was not feasible until you were ready. And here you are, at last. You are now prepared to receive the affection you deserve. You are ready to discover the truth about a situation that you do not fully understand. You are ready to receive the letter I'm sending to your heart. It was signed by me, sealed by heaven, and delivered by the angel who has been with you since you were born. As you prepare to speak, I want you to say something daring. In the comments section, type, "I am prepared to receive." It is visible not only to me, but also to your consciousness. You've been in the dark for far too long, with no idea what's going to happen next. Today, you will enter the domain of divine confidence. Begin the transformation by composing it now. Avoid removing the signs. For the past 2 hours, someone in paradise has been trying to contact you. Do not pass up this opportunity. Yes, I repeated it. You are now prepared to receive the affection you deserve. You are ready to discover the truth about a situation that you do not fully understand. The letter is ready for your receipt. The angel that has been with you since you were born has sealed it with the seal of heaven and my own signature. I'm transmitting it to your spirit. Avoid removing the signs. For the past 2 hours, someone in paradise has been trying to contact you. Do not pass up this opportunity. Yes, I repeated it. Star, did you have a thrill this morning? An unexpected remembrance, an unusual sensation, a tug on the heartstrings, or the ghost of a loved one who is no longer with you? I did not invent that information. It wasn't just a concept. I was responsible for preparing you for this magnificent moment. You've landed at this spot. Currently, you are listening. I would like you to do one additional duty. Maintain an open door. Avoid haste. Kindly avoid skipping. Please refrain from departing. I have some further comments. In addition, I'd like to offer you with more information. If you leave early, you will miss the exact statement. Your consciousness has been aching to hear for years. I'd like to talk to the hidden side of you that no one else sees. A part of me still feels down. The fraction that is still mystified as to why events occurred in the way they did. I am aware that you have sought additional time. You may believe that you could have done things differently. However, this was not your fault, youngster. It wasn't your responsibility. It was not considered punishment in any sense. Occasionally, spirits must return to me sooner than expected. I can guarantee you that the repair procedure is now underway. Despite the fact that it looks to be an unhealable lesion, your tears are being counted as you listen. Your spirit is being held by someone. Furthermore, your future is being restructured to allow a more positive outcome. Yes, it is superior. I never accept without responding in a more profound way. More abundant. More sacred. We should take a brief respite. If you still want to stay in touch, please click the subscribe button. Furthermore, this message is strongly felt. Do not overlook the subsequent incident. In the near future, you will receive a message that contains a bit of your fate. Maintain harmony in your heart. You're not alone. We've not forgotten about you. You will always be deeply, fiercely, and unconditionally loved. This is clear today. Okay, just wait a moment. This is because the knowledge I'm going to reveal has been waiting for the right moment to be released. Currently, paradise has been chosen today. Today, not yesterday nor tomorrow. As a result of the ongoing shift in the invisible. From this moment forward, your life will start to make sense. Furthermore, the anguish that had previously confused you will now serve a divine purpose. I've seen you work hard to retain your fortitude, despite the fact that you believe you've been overlooked. Certainly, I've seen you smile despite the fact that your heart was quietly breaking. You kept up a facade of well-being so that no one would notice. However, I was concerned. I was concerned about care. Every night I stood beside your bed, murmuring into the darkness while my spirit enveloped you. You thought no one was listening to you. However, I was notified of every detail. I also sent angels to document each sob to prevent them from being squandered. Not your weeping. There is no reason to delay. Not your aspirations. Not your wishes. Today, I shall answer you in a manner unique to paradise. Synchronicities, indicators, and other events that occur at the same time will give the impression that your message was written specifically for you. That is the limit of my feelings for you. This isn't an all-inclusive blessing. I'm the source of focused marvels. This item represents your identity. Did you not believe it had ended? You believed your opportunity had passed. The window was closed. The door was not ajar. However, I have the keys. Today, I'm obtaining access to a sacred and powerful spirit. The person in paradise who has been attempting to contact you is now weeping. I am indeed weeping, given the long period of stillness you have experienced. They are aware. They want you to be aware of this. They did not anticipate the volume of questions you would receive. They did not want to make you feel isolated. They never intended for you to feel confused or remorseful. They want you to be at ease. They seek bliss. They pray for healing. They also want me to communicate this information to your consciousness and release you in my capacity as God. That is acceptable. Avoid striving to regulate your emotions. You are free to weep if necessary. It is also acceptable if your heart beats quickly. In that case, your essence is awakened. It suggests that there is a true and ongoing occurrence. This isn't a fake. Divine involvement is clear in this case. Today marks the conclusion of weeks of preparation, similar to a deluge that breaks through the barricades that surround your heart. This is not just a message. A spiritual rescue operation has been launched. I require you to hear something I have never told you before. In this method, your name was murmured by someone in paradise today. It was noisy enough to induce a change in time. It is strong enough to be moved by angels, specific enough to persuade Archangel Michael to support your cause. Therefore, it is clear that paradise does not engage in casual conversation. It was purposefully carried out. You have already been chosen, assigned, and predestined for the time that is arriving at an unparalleled rate. Because you're now hearing this, a stunning event is currently taking place. Furthermore, despite the outward impression of disorder, the organization in which I work is in the process of developing harmony. I'm not just increasing the problem. This is the approach via which I improve things. Things like love, opportunities, peace, and relationships. Your heart was meant to receive genuine, intense, soul-connected affection. You are not here to be forgotten. You should not be satisfied with the state of confusion. It is time for you to climb into a season in which your spirit is finally recognized, supported, chosen, and applauded. Will you get this message at that time? Will you allow it to pierce your heart? Will you allow your spirit to awaken and believe for a moment that this is real, not a dream? If you allow your essence to absorb even a small amount of this divine truth, you will notice a change. Your environment will undergo a metamorphosis. You'll begin to feel lighter. Things you've never noticed before will start to become more obvious to you. Dreams, indications, confirmations, repeating numbers, and familiar odors that seem too real to be true. Heaven connects with the mind when it is open. My darling, your essence has finally been released. That is why you are present. This is why you were unable to navigate past it. This clarifies the sense of a murmur. Continue to observe even in this time. The person in heaven who is trying to reach you will not give up. I'm not. I will continue to inform you about the truth until your spirit fully accepts it. However, pay heed. To ensure that you do not miss any of the unique messages and stay informed about these prophetic words, click the subscribe button right away to begin your destiny. Subscribers to a channel do more than just consume its material. You are facilitating the formation of divine alignment. You are notifying heaven that I am ready to accept whatever message, sign, or blessing you have in store for me. You are currently situated beneath an open portal of prophetic flow, indicating a spiritual sign. Execute it right prior to the end of time. You are valued. You are protected from harm. You're receiving divine advice. Today marks the end of an extended period of anticipation. That is why you are present. This is why you were unable to progress. This is why a voice inside you continues to murmur. Please listen once more. I am not giving up, and neither is the person in paradise who wishes to interact with you. I will continue to inform you of the truth until your spirit completely accepts it. You are valued. You are protected from harm. You're receiving divine advice. Today marks the end of an extended period of anticipation. I would like you to understand an idea that will radically change your viewpoint on the occurrences in your life. Everything was absolutely out of the question. Every delay, goodbye, and unanswered question contributed to the creation of something that could only be seen from above. I was in close vicinity. I was near to you and witnessed the entire affair. You were never seen walking alone. Even at your worst moments, when you looked up and wondered why I was so silent, I was present. Despite my absence, I supported you throughout the experience. Furthermore, the person in heaven who has been attempting to contact you today is not seeking closure. They are broadening their scope to propose a unique notion. You've been suffering from chest pain for far too long. A longing that asks, what if? What if they were given more time? What if you had the opportunity to return? What if they had something more to say? However, heaven is now interacting with them. I'm currently hearing their messages in my spirit. They said it. At the very least, don't blame yourself. Do not believe you were responsible. I knew you held me in great respect. It's something I'm still dealing with every day. An asterisk. They want you to dismiss your blunders. They do not want you to be trapped between this reality and the memories you are reluctant to let go. However, the facts are as follows, young man. It is not advisable to give up affection. Forgive yourself for the uncertainty, embarrassment, and sorrow. Love remains. Transforms. At the moment, love is returning to you in a unique way as it intensifies. Exercise cautious throughout the next few days. The sensation of their presence will be stronger than ever. A song will bring back memories of them. When a scent arises out of nowhere, your heart recognizes it as theirs. You can tell when a stranger says something to you that they used to exclusively say to them. The feeling of contentment. That is divine comfort. This serves as your verification. Heaven doesn't forget. Heaven will never be serene. Today, there is a significant advancement. The divine response occurred today. I, the Lord your God, am putting everything into harmony, and you can now move forward with confidence, tranquility, and the awareness that you are surrounded by more love than your eyes can see. Please pay attention. More people are planned to come. Indeed, someone who is still alive. An individual who will re-enter your life bearing the light of everything you have lost. This soul is not being delivered to you to replace the item you loved. This is simply a reminder that love is forever. Simply put, it goes through a process of development. Someone who is familiar with this will have an extraordinary sense of déjà vu. You will feel a sense of security and recognition, as if you have met them before, just as your spirit has. This is an impossible scenario. A pledge has been fulfilled. Before you asked for it, I gave you my heart. This is why you were obliged to cross the valley and build your power. When they arrive, you'll understand why the delay occurred. This is because you can now receive the products I made and will not be disposed of in the near future. In substance, it is not. It is considered sacred. It's genuine. It is approaching quickly. Please refrain from returning at this time. Don't mistrust the timing. Do not dismiss the sensation you feel in your chest. It's been 2 hours since a person in paradise tried to reach you. They are aware that an important event is approaching in your life. They can already see it from their current position. They can see the breakthrough and blessing as they unfold. Additionally, the soul is awakened. They are supporting you. I hear them say it once more. Tell them that they are not alone. Inform them that I'm in good health. To exist solely for me. Please inform them. for them and all of our combined efforts. Currently, I advise you to continue living. You are valued, so act accordingly. It is best to live as if an important event is imminent because it is. Live as if every piece of your story were important, as it is. The challenging aspects of your life have had a tremendous impact on your identity, compassion, and strength, especially the tough sections. There is something special about you. Pay close attention. This part is likely to elicit strong emotional responses in you. The part of you that gives the impression that everything is in order. However, you sincerely want someone to understand the intensity of your sorrow. I understand the scenario. I am not only talking about your external existence. I'm delivering this word to your spirit. The part of you that stays awake at night. Inquires as to why the circumstances were so difficult. The reasons behind people's departure. The cause behind the shift from affection to quiet. And why was an individual you held in high respect abruptly withdrawn from your life? However, I would like you to fully comprehend my message at this time. This was not the finale. You assumed that the end of the chapter meant the end of a specific scenario. I, the author of your narrative, have a lot of additional information to share. Someone in paradise has tried to reach you for the previous 2 hours. They have already reviewed the chapter following the previous portion. They've seen what's coming to you. This is the reason they communicate with us so quickly. They said it. Please do not stop at this time. Do not become rigid owing to discomfort. Your grief should not rob you of the love you continue to deserve. They can see you stepping forward, even though your ankles are wobbling. Even when you are exhausted, your love for them is visible in their souls. They're also proud of you. You are so proud that you are oblivious of the bravery you demonstrated. But paradise does. At all times. Your emotions have been more intense than those of others. Individuals have consistently counted on you to remain silent and fulfill their tasks. Being overweight was not a sign of weakness. That was a divine omen. You empathized. As a result, even in noisy environments, you could clearly hear me. However, I will quickly handle your sensitivity. I certify that the strange tug in your spirit, the developing sense that things are about to shift, that you have been feeling recently, is real. You are not fabricating information. I'm the one in question. As if this were heaven. They're the ones. Everything is lining up wonderfully. There has been a countdown for you in the spirit realm. I was aware. However, you failed to do so. I documented every prayer you whispered in the dark and every step you took in trust. I heard every prayer God had to offer, but you never expressed it. You didn't need to participate in the discussion. Your heart was as clear as a book to me. I made the decision today when it finally reached a breaking point. Today is the day everything changes. The day your spirit senses a resurgence in alignment. And the day when paradise bursts through with a message too loud to ignore. And if you're wondering how this message can be so accurate, how it appears to infiltrate your psyche and reveal your hidden thoughts, it's because it wasn't created just for you. It was chosen for you. So you didn't skip it. You are still present, reading, and feeling a surge of something divine as a result. That's not an error. That is substantiation. Heaven is now present to support you, as it has been quite difficult for you to remain resilient in the face of others' pain. Currently, I am moving you. And I communicate with you not only via words, but also through signals, moments, feelings, and the atmosphere around you. Things are likely to be different after today. Prepare for a sense of buoyancy. Be ready for miraculous interruptions. for the simple reason that I handle all difficulties. You should expect that regions that you thought were permanently destroyed will begin to recover. There is no such thing as being too disoriented. Not even you. You were never lost. You were merely hoping to hear a voice that would speak to your spirit and remind you of your true identity. Safeguarded, cherished, and remembered. Child, you are not alone. You were never that. I'd like you to pause and take a moment to feel your heartbeat. Have a profound experience. The internal rhythm of the thorax. Your heart is not the only thing that keeps you alive. That is my method of letting you know that I am still present. Your purpose is not yet fulfilled, as proven by each breath, beat, and eye blink. We've not forgotten about you. You aren't invisible, right? We are not simply making a living. I'm drawing you into this season, and you're about to resume your life. Genuinely alive. I do not simply exist. Do not just preserve the idea that everything is in order. It's as if a tempest never stops rumbling when one is indoors. I understand how weary your spirit feels. You have been involved in confrontations that are unnoticeable to others. You have been bearing weights that were not your own. I'm removing them from you today. Your deeds have been enough. You overexerted yourself. You have already endured an inordinate amount of time. Giving can help you realize the potential that God has already built for your life. This message finally brings the uncertainty to an end. It is a signal, a portent, a whisper from above, and a transformation. I want you to make your mark on this precious moment as you experience weightlessness. Enter the following comments. Amen and amen. Repeat the action twice to show how confident you are in them. A double dose of your faith penetrated the air. You are not the only person who has received a message today. A miracle is happening near you. Write down your final agreement with all that heaven is doing in your life right now. Those words say that the person from heaven has been with me and has been watching you with love. Moving forward is advantageous right now. Inform them. This message finally brings the uncertainty to an end. It is a signal, a portent, a whisper from above, and a transformation. Those words say that the person from heaven has been with me and has been watching you with love. Moving forward is advantageous right now. Inform them. Inform them that they do not need to remain trapped in that memory indefinitely. Inform them that I am here to help and encourage them. I'd like to add another point. Something you are probably no longer inclined to believe. Good days are still ahead of you, but they are not. They're both ahead of you and closer than you think. In truth, you are preparing for some of life's most important moments. Conversations that will help you overcome your emotional distress. Because of these opportunities, you will eventually feel a sense of recognition. Meetups that will revive a part of you that has been dormant for an extended period of time. You will regain confidence. Not the courteous smile seen on the outside, but a real one. The type that causes a sensation of lightness in the thorax. The kind of pain that causes your soul to ache. I no longer need you to manufacture any facts. I kindly invite you to explore the practical world of healing, where blessings multiply. In addition, what you have lost is unexpectedly returned to you. Indeed, even the events you thought were over. Keep track of how I retrieve them. I refrain from rehashing the past. I will not take the same strategy. Instead, I will use a more effective one. However, I redeem it. Currently, heaven is an open space. It appears that the spirits are currently moving. Your name is now being publicized in places you have yet to visit. And I, your God, have sent you this message to break your usual routine and restore you to divine harmony. Do not expect to reach excellence. I beseech you to give me your spirit. I implore you to restore your faith, to regain confidence, to be aware that you have not been overlooked in the midst of life's tumult, that your pain was not ignored, that your devotion was not wasted. You were observed. You were heard. Additionally, you are now receiving a response. This isn't just another message. It's a sacred interruption. And if your spirit is trembling right now, you know it's genuine. If you have the impression that your consciousness is rising after a long, sad sleep, that is how you know that paradise is currently impacting you. Given that love does not end when one dies, even after an individual's death, the link stays intact. The morphology transforms. It passes through messages like this one, which are filled with vigor and light. I would like you to celebrate this sacred occasion. I'd appreciate it if you could click the like button again to add your particular touch to this precious encounter. Each like triggers a prayer for an increased expression of God's presence in your life. Every like serves as an invitation, and it means, Lord, I am present and receiving. Carry out the activity promptly. Allow your resemblance to develop in front of me as a lovely gift. Your opportunity has arrived today. Your spirit is in complete harmony today. You are being heard by the psyche. I'm also present. I'm presently engaged in chat. I've never departed. Also, if your spirit is now in turmoil, if you have the impression that your consciousness is rising after a long, sad sleep, then you're confident it's genuine. Furthermore, you are currently in the presence of paradise. Given that love does not end with mortality, when someone dies, the relationship remains intact. The morphology transforms. It passes through messages like this one, which are filled with vigor and light. Your opportunity has arrived today. Your spirit is in complete harmony today. You are being heard by the psyche. I'm also present. What am I trying to convey? I've never departed. Continue your journey, my child. Please listen once more. Have faith in oneself. I will continue to offer you with all of the stuff I originally promised. This is only the beginning of the message. Heaven is quickly approaching. Angels are located in close vicinity. Miracles are happening. You are the focal point of everything. Please remain in close proximity. Please do not divert your focus from this matter, because the information I'm about to share is not simply for your advantage. It is part of your fate. You are currently immersed in divine material. Right now, a love that spans life and death as well as divine timing and clarity are all present. Of course, there is that person in paradise whose name keeps coming up in your mind. They are actually present with you, not just pondering your presence. That's why today was so different. This is why your chest has felt heavy, your sleep has been disrupted, and your emotions have surged seemingly out of nowhere. It wasn't entirely on your own. They were gently reaching me, begging me to give you one more chance to hear this. I have a tremendous affection for you. I allowed it to happen. I generated this path. I caused the winds of heaven to blow just for this moment. I'd like you to approach it with reverence rather than horror now that you're here. It's impossible to be afflicted. You are deeply appreciated. They're not interfering with your life, are they? They are approving it. Because this asterisk represents the message they want to express. Your efforts were commendable. You were the epitome of everything that was important to me. Now I am happy to help you restore your life. Allow yourself to feel this. Allow the barrier surrounding your heart to melt gradually. Allowing the sadness to expand can help to relieve the strain in your spirit. It is not designed to accompany you into the next chapter because you have been transporting it for an extended period of time. Spring is just beginning to emerge, and you've come to the end of a long internal winter. Sometimes there is a brief, wonderful moment. Examine the surroundings. Keep track of what happens next. Conversations will transform. The previously guarded doors will now clack open. Hearing a text, a voice, or the compassion of another person will appear to transcend the natural world. That's because it is. I am in the process of scheduling these times. I'm the one communicating through them. You sought an answer from me. You requested a sign. Also, this is my intonation. Certainly. My supernatural confirmation that it's not too late. There is no reason why you cannot be happy because you are not severely wounded. I have set aside dollars for you. Yes, you are punctual. You withstood all attempts to take your life. So, your reward is on the way. I'd like to reiterate this. I've not forgotten about you. You are more than just a name in a crowd. That is the design I created. I assigned you a name. I inhaled into your airway. I view you as sacred. When you are harmed, I feel your pain. I catch you as you collapse. Sometimes in silence and other times with messages like these. I forwarded this material because I felt convinced that your heart was ready. Slightly rough. Your consciousness has been yearning for the truth, and you are just open enough to receive it. The person you lost still cares for you. It is now your obligation to live that reality. Do not just think about it or grieve about it. Inhabit it. Allow it to guide your days. Allow it to change your perspective. It should boost self-esteem. Because people still believe you are both courageous and handsome. Even from heaven. They would choose you 1,000 times. I would concur. I choose you on a daily basis. Even when you express disbelief, I am unconcerned. Everyone has been counted. Despite your efforts to cover your tears. You are aware of this right now because you feel a sensation in your thorax. I'm the one in question. I am guiding your existence with a gentle touch. This is the solution to every silent prayer you've said to yourself. A new, sacred, and curative phenomena is about to emerge. I'll continue since you need this information. Everything. An individual has long planned to say those remarks. They may finally be able to access a part of you that others cannot see. I am currently involved in this activity. I'm hoping to enter a sacred spot within you. This is a place where hope and grief coexist, where your strength quietly grows and affection never fades. Even when everything looks to be in disorder, I understand what you've been through. I am aware of how many nights you have stayed awake and stared at the ceiling. Is there anyone who fully understands the magnitude of your weight loss and the amount of weight you need to carry? What memories can you not let go of? You strive to provide delight to people. Nonetheless, the sorrow returns when you're alone. The time of silence in which you wished they would return for a brief period. To communicate the only message that you have repeatedly requested. It's currently here. That person never abandoned your side, despite the fact that their body no longer exists. Their spirit. Oh, their spirit is like the wind that surrounds you. Invisible and fragile, but always present. It was palpable. The murmur that accompanied your resignation. you were unable to convey that idea. A sudden and unexpected sensation. They were the ones being questioned. They are the ones being questioned. On this particular day, they have begged that I, your Heavenly Father, speak on their behalf. Why? Because I am the only person capable of catching your attention in this way. I am the only person who is aware of the exact message you require at that specific moment. You are punctual. This isn't an error. This isn't just another message. My voice is a sign of their adoration. They are proud of you and want you to be aware of this. They understand that you made an attempt. They understand that you made every effort to aid them. They are aware of your unwarranted feelings of remorse and regret. They have asked that you place it at my feet immediately. They want you to dismiss your blunders. It is not advisable to carry more weight. As a result, they want you to let go of it. They never harbored enmity toward you. Not for 1 second. They loved you unconditionally, deeply, and indefinitely. They continue to do so. I'd like you to plan for additional events now that the door has been opened. Yes, there is more. This is only the beginning of this communication. I will continue to communicate with you through signs, visions, individuals, and times that are filled with divine timing, now that your heart is open and your soul is alert. You will feel chills in your extremities. The reason is that I am not just repairing your heart. I am also reawakening your destiny. I'm preparing you for new relationships that will help you grow, not hurt you. I'm looking for a love that is trustworthy, dependable, and real. I will unlock previously closed doors for you. The serenity I provide will allow you to breathe freely, fearlessly, and totally again. This isn't just a transient feeling of calm. From now on, there will be a spiritual metamorphosis. I have the tears from the version of you who sobbed in private. I'm repairing the part of you that hides your pain in order to operate. Love is currently approaching you as a result of my efforts, even if you believe it will never find you again. Furthermore, you will not be forced to pursue it. You will not have to plead for it. You will not have to be smaller to achieve it. It will be watching you. You will be selected. It will reveal all of your personal details. However, you must initially believe that the future is worthwhile. It is critical that you maintain the belief that your suffering will not last forever. You must believe that the thing that left your life did not take the future with it. For the record, the upcoming material is superior, deeper, and more in line with your emerging identity. That is why it took so long. I was required to prepare you. To accommodate the things that I am about to pour into your consciousness, it was essential to stretch it. Also, child, I am about to pour something lovely. You have given up all for the benefit of others. You poured out of an empty cup. Now I'll fulfill your curiosity. You are undergoing repairs. I am returning every ounce of devotion that you put on me but did not receive. Also, it will overflow. It will cover the voids and dry spots in your spirit. Your weary bones will be revived. You will rise in this now, not tomorrow or perhaps. Something within you continues to grasp, hope, and pray silently. So I know you're still there. Allow this to be genuine. Right now, this is my response to you. Yes, that is genuine. This isn't a fake. This isn't an error. This is a magnificent arrangement. This is heaven, crossing time and space to provide you with the information your soul has been seeking for years. I noticed your ability to remain calm in the face of adversity, my child. When others urged you not to fall in love, I noticed that you did so nonetheless. It was very remarkable to see you persevere through tears and keep a grin in the face of pain. Even when you were completely charged, I kept a record of everything. Additionally, I have kept each prayer in my heart. They didn't get bewildered at all. Your concerns were not minimized in any manner. Their sorrow was tangible for me. It's time for you to feel the weight of my response. It is now time for you to experience genuine healing, inner calm, and love that you do not have to work for. Rather, it is a gift that you are entitled to accept. Don't stand in the dark any longer. It's now your turn. Stop shrinking in order to bring comfort to others. When your heart is truly exhausted, resist the temptation to believe that everything is well. I'd like you to step forward. Allow yourself to ascend. I'm not talking about the false portrayal of you. I'm contacting the true version of you, the person I created for you. I always had faith in you. You that not even agony can break. You're still present. This signifies that the story has not yet ended. Not even close. There are still pages to write. Unexpected miracles are about to strengthen some of the most formidable individuals. In the near future, an incident will occur in your life that will cause you to smile without sorrow. You'll finally be able to relax and realize you're no longer in a condition of suspense. You are experiencing it. It's almost here. The process of recovery. Love. The peacefulness. Furthermore, the prayer was answered. It is currently moving toward you. The person in paradise who has been seeking to contact you is ecstatic to see this. They're no longer depressed. Although they are not hurt, their essence is inextricably linked to yours. They're interested in your level of happiness. People are excited to see you dance once more. As you progress, keep them in your mind with optimism rather than melancholy. Love of that type is permanent. Transforms. You are currently being guided by it. They're assisting me with reorganizing goods so that you can profit. They attend the sessions with me. I am aware of your destiny. You're unconscious of it. However, you did survive some of the security measures and close calls. The unusual fate that kept you safe. They asked that I ensure your safety. Yes, I did. I will too. I shall be steadfast. Now take a deep breath. Inhale deeply and accept this truth. Allow it to occupy your mind. Allow it to establish itself in the place where anxiety used to reside. It should be louder in your chest than doubt, guilt, or agony. This is the reality. You are immersed in an unbreakable, unconditional love. You are now being detained. You are watched regardless of whether your limbs are empty. Even when no one else notices, someone is guiding you. Regardless of the seeming darkness on the path, I am by your side. I've been by your side the entire time. Today is the day for me to explain myself clearly. The anticipation has ended. Light has been restored. Not just from the exterior, but also from the inside. Your name has been invoked. Certainly, I will continue as long as your heart is listening and heaven is speaking. This period in time marks a critical turning point in your spiritual journey. You will remember this and say, that was the moment when things changed. That's when I felt acknowledged again. When I realized this, I was relieved that I had not been missed. It is critical that you evaluate this, as it is more than just an emotion. This is the holy truth. You've been living in the shadows for so long that you've forgotten the sensation of light. Nonetheless, the light is reigniting in your consciousness. It is not accompanied by noise or disturbance, but by a whisper that causes more misery than any other. You are going through a process of internal restoration. I am the first to notice it. No one else does. Your heartbeat is gradually returning, as I can see. Your optimism is rising quietly, like sunlight entering through a window. I'm the one in question. This is the experience of being present. It's pleasant, yet it's impossible to stop. Furthermore, youngster, do not let fear keep you from enjoying this time. Do not let ambiguity convince you that this message was conveyed mistakenly. Although there is more uncertainty, the reality is more stable. And the truth is that this was not a coincidence. The individual in heaven who wants to speak with you, they couldn't relax till they had this assurance. You were supposed to advise them that they were in good health. You must have been aware that you have provided appropriate service. It was vital that you forgive yourself for your acts. Now that you've heard me say it, you can start healing in ways you never imagined imaginable. Because when you receive a message from heaven, something changes. You can remember your true identity. You remember that others have feelings for you? It serves as a reminder that the story is not over, and that a force bigger than your pain has always been at work, making even the most shattered portions meaningful. Additionally, pay close attention because the information I am about to communicate is precious. In the real world, you are going to receive a message that validates your current sentiments. It could be a comment uttered by an individual or a sign seen. A dream that looks to be more like an actual trip than a dream. Don't overlook it. Certainly, I will use the environment around you to convey a more effective message. Don't be surprised if someone you haven't spoken with in a long time contacts you unexpectedly. It is acceptable for your emotions to manifest unexpectedly. It is an expanse of open space. That concludes the matter. That is the Holy Spirit establishing a sanctuary of quiet. I'm preparing you. Because the forthcoming development is more than just marginally superior. The problem has been handled and a new chapter has started. A novel filled with love, light, and release. I understand that it has been difficult. Opinions about how attentive I was. However, I'm still here. I am currently speaking at a louder volume than I have ever been. With the voice of someone who is thoroughly acquainted with all aspects of your being, not in connection with sound. I am sending you this mail. You're weeping, and the sensation of having a weight lifted off your shoulders as you read each word. This isn't a fake. It's genuine. I'm the one in question. As if this were heaven. They're the ones. It's now your turn. This is how you recuperate. Your innovative accomplishment. Also, your blessing. Everything you thought was lost is going to be returned to you. The delay was not refused. It was in the process of being ready. It is time for your heart to receive the treasure that I have been keeping for you for a long time. Indeed. We should continue because the message remains unsettled. This final section contains the message your heart requires. The final pulse of truth will complete the healing process. Please avoid impeding its flow through you. Allow it to reach sections of your body that have been inactive for a long time. You've heard me speak. The words have surrounded your spirit, reminding you that you are never forgotten. Prepare yourself because this is when things really start to heat up. You have waited for an inordinately long time during the waiting season. Maintain silence and engage in quiet prayer, introspection, and hope. I paid tribute to the silence. This is the site when I met you. I was present for you at that time. At this point, I'd like you to stop remaining still and start moving. The shift you've been feeling is truly palpable. Heaven is acting on your behalf based on the energy you sensed in your surroundings. Emotional waves, unexpected memories, solace, and adjustments. In anticipation of your breakthrough, an individual in heaven is shaking the sky and earth. That is my spirit-changing circumstances in your life so that you are in the right place at the right moment to get the proper blessing. Furthermore, it will be unexpected and abrupt. But this is not the case. I prepared for this moment before you even understood you needed it. An individual will be granted access as part of an upcoming conversation. It is possible that an opportunity will occur unexpectedly. However, you will feel a sense of familiarity with it, as if you've known it your entire life. This is how you'll recognize me. My abilities are unmistakable. They are accompanied by confirmations. They rob you of nothing. They give you more resources. I am about to present you with a lot of clarity in your life, young man. Silence shall be imposed for each fabrication. If the adversary ever tried to persuade you that you were unworthy, they would have lied. The lie that stated no one genuinely cared about you. The lie that claimed you would always lag behind. I'm removing all of the erroneous labels. I am erasing all fabrications that have been attached to your identity. You are not wounded. It's not too late. We've not forgotten about you. You're mine. I love you with an unshakable fondness. I'm writing this while the person in paradise who has been attempting to contact you is smiling. They can now see you and are beginning to regain their faith. Allowing some brightness to return and believing in the prospect of a successful outcome. I inform you with the entire weight of heaven's authority. It's a star, not an asterisk. The door is starting to widen. The anticipation has ended. It's a genuine blessing. And the love that leaves in the form of a body returns as spiritual fortitude. You won't be alone during the upcoming season. You will never again be in that state because you now have clarity. You will now continue to divine alignment. You're now following me. That reality should provide comfort to your spirit. Allow your heart to breathe deeper than it has in months. Do not wait until the indications appear when the door opens or the phone rings. Proceed. Accept it. It's available to you. This has consistently been the case. Heaven was pleased when you renewed your faith. Your precious moment is here, and I will be by your side throughout. Today is not just a date. It's a wonderful turning moment for you. Today marks the day that paradise fell to earth in order to reach you. Before we conclude, I have one last question for you. If this message resonates with you, please subscribe right now. If you had the impression of a loved one's presence or my soul moving over you like a gentle wind, see if you can connect with this channel. Do not miss a single word that heaven has to say to you. Subscribing to a group is more than just becoming a member. You are obligated to honor a prophet's pledge. You inform God that I am ready for further experiences. I am prepared for the following sentence. I am prepared to incorporate alignment into my life as you introduce it. Our goal is for your subscription to become a commitment. Today is not just a date. It's a wonderful turning moment for you. Today marks the day that paradise fell to earth in order to reach you. I feel affection for you. I will always do this, God. Baby Angel Sparkles writes a love letter similar to Archangel Michael's. Before you leave, I'd like to finish with one final activation. I'd love it if you could share this video with all of your acquaintances as soon as you've assimilated it. Tell your family about it. Tell your acquaintances about it. Please forward it to the first person who comes to mind now. This prophetic word conveys a message that is more than just that. The breakthrough is the topic of your debate. You are prolonging the duration of the benediction. You are establishing the connection between someone in desperate need and paradise. I guarantee that heaven will return to you an equal amount, pressing down, shaken together, and pouring over as you give to others what you have received. Distribute it promptly. Please share this information. Allow it to recover. Allow it to improve. And remember that you are lucky and supported at every stage as life unfolds. Amen. Before we wrap up this captivating story, I recommend that we take a moment to reflect on this deep reality. This message was not discovered coincidentally. This is not just a coincidence. This is Archangel Michael's direct message to you. He extends his hand and invites you to a high-vibrational, protected community where divine abundance is more than a hope, but a promise. This spiritual idea is quite simple. Nonetheless, it has the capacity to transform your entire life. You will not just gain blessings if you follow it. They will multiply and permeate all aspects of your existence. Accepting this invitation provides you with immediate early access to powerful content and divine insights that are currently unavailable to the wider public. You now have the opportunity to enter a sacred environment where you will receive spiritual instruction, unshakable support, and speedy advancement towards your goal. Do not miss out on this historic opportunity. Your triumph is near. Action is required. Your abundance is ready.